Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the channel and welcome to another video about update 1.31. In the last video we looked at tyre wear and the effect that had on strategy. In this video we are going to look at another element of the tyre model, and that is again shown in the tyre physics part of the update, where it says they have optimised the tyre heating. So using the little app that we've got, you can see at the top of the screen, we're going to do some experimenting with tyre heating and see what that brings to the game. Now, you may well have heard a few people mention about, it seems to take a few laps to get the tyres into the operating window. I've kind of felt that myself when you come out the pits, that initially that first couple of laps, the tyres are not quite working as you would expect. So we're going to do some testing here in a online lobby, take a look at the hard tyres, the medium tyres, the soft tyres, see what the difference is between them in terms of heating up, see if the multipliers make any difference as well, and then we're going to go into a race and I'm going to see if the things that we kind of discover in the lobbies is pretty much the same in the race. So hopefully some useful information over the course of this video for you. But I'm going to get into a lobby now and I shall see you at the high speed round. Okay then, welcome to High Speed Ring in a online lobby, where we're going to do our testing. We're in the Group 3 2016 Lexus. Now what I'm going to test here is, we're going to test this hard, the mediums and the soft tyres. Now the settings I've got here, we've just got the tyre wear at ×1, the tyre wear at the fuel consumption at ×1 as well. And what a lot of people are reporting is that when you make a pit stop and you come out the pits, your tyres seem to have no grip. So we'll do a lap, we'll come out the garage, we'll see what our tyres are looking like, and then we'll do a lap, and then we'll make a pit stop and we'll see if there's any difference in the tyre temperatures. I've got the app up there for you to take a look at. It's Sim Dashboard. It's available on the App Store, the Android App Store. I'm not sure about whether it's available on the Apple Store. The app itself is free to use it for Gran Turismo 7. There is a small fee. I can't remember if it's $149 or $349. But it's a one-off little fee. It's a bit annoying. It does give you some extra information. Arguably, the information that it gives you should be available in the game itself anyway. But it's a useful little app if you're just looking for some extra info. And I find it, quite useful for doing little tests like this. But I've got it up there on the screen. It's nice and big. You should be able to see the numbers as we leave the track. So let's get to the track now and take a look at what these temperature numbers are saying. So we're driving out the garage here, onto the track for the first time, and our tyre temperatures are at 69. Now, my understanding is that from what I know, the kind of optimal kind of tyre temperature is around about between 70 and 80 is where you want the tyres to have the peak grip. So I think it's fair to, let's assume that we had the tyre blankets on in the garage. It's not very good driving, is it? Let's just assume that the tyre blankets were on and the garage and the pit crew have got the tyres right up to temperature where we need them as we leave. It doesn't feel to be a massive amount of grip here, but it's hard tyres. So into the last corner we come. So let's just we'll complete another lap and just see what these tyres are doing. So you can obviously see once we go round any of the corners we get like peak temperatures, a lot of very fast left hand corners here, so putting a lot of stress through the right hand tyres. We're actually losing temperature on our left hand tyres as well, which is quite interesting. We're actually sort of dropping down into the mid 60s. There's only really one right hand corner at this track. Try and generate a little bit of temp there. We're not fucked too close with the barrier here. There's no point, it's not about lap times here, it's all about temperature. So the tyres as we leave the pits are around about 70 degrees, which is, from my understanding, the sort of optimal temperature. So let's go into the pits at the end of this lap. This is the thing that everybody's reporting, and I've kind of felt it myself. But when you leave the pits, you just appear to have very little grip, at least for a couple of laps. Like there is some kind of tyre heating cycle going on. Let's go into the pits and see what these tyre temperatures are looking like when we leave the pits, because from what we seem to be experiencing and from what people are saying, these temperatures should be a little bit lower than 70 degrees. Into the pits we come. New set of hard tyres on, we won't bother sticking any fuel in, doesn't really matter. Okay, that's quite interesting then. So remember when we left the pits the first time, assuming that we left, we're leaving from the garage, our tyres were at 70 degrees. I'm saying degrees, I'm assuming it's degrees. When we make a pit stop, we come out and the tyres are at 59 and 60. So a full 10 degrees cooler, and you can see as well from the colour chart that it's a much lighter green as well. So kind of proper green should be when the tyres are up to proper temperature. You can obviously see it's very light green now, and I can confirm, coming round these corners, we do not have a lot of grip. We're still getting peak temperatures, we're still putting like a peak heat cycle through them when we go into the corners. The tyres are peaking, rapidly increasing in temperature, but then they kind of seem to revert back to something kind of standard, and what are we getting these tyres? Are we actually making any progress in getting these tyres up to temperature? Not especially, it has to be said, not especially. So even after a lap, we've only managed to increase the tyre temperature by a few degrees. Let's do another lap, see what's happening with the tyres. Can we get them up towards that kind of magical 70 degrees? Interesting. I mean, it's maybe not the best track for it, to be fair, but we are struggling to generate any kind of tyre temperature on these hard tyres anyway. Slowly but surely going up, I think. Even after 2 laps, we cannot get the tyres up to the temperature window where they need to be on the hard tyres anyway. So interesting stuff. That definitely, when you make a pit stop, you're coming out with tyres that are not in the same heat range as when you leave the pits. So let's come out of here. Let's go and take a wee test on the medium tyres now. Let's stick the medium tyres on. Cancel that entry. Not change car. In fact, we'll just go straight to the soft tyres because... Right, enter there. Go to track. So once again, as we leave the pits, you can see tyres are at 68, 69 and 70 on the rear. You actually start losing temperature really quickly on them, don't you? So, yeah, so the tyres seem to remain in that kind of window of around about 67 to 70 degrees. It seems to be where you want to have them. So we won't bother completing a full lap. What we'll do is we'll go into the pits. What I'm kind of interested to test here is do these, once we put on a fresh set of soft tyres, we know we're going to come out with them at 60 degrees, but can we get the soft tyres up to temperature? do the soft tyres heat up quicker than the hard tyres. In we come, fresh set of softs on, won't bother with the fuel. So there we go, once again confirmed, as we leave the pits, the tyres are a lot cooler than when you leave the garage. But can we get these soft tyres up to temperature? Can we actually heat them up? Let's say actually do a wee bit of weaving. See if a wee bit of weaving does anything. Doesn't look like it, does it? Play a couple of laps here on the soft tyres, we'll give them a good workout, we'll push in the corners and see if we can generate some temperature. I mean, I think they're going up a little bit quicker than the hard tyres, but maybe not picked the best track here, to be fair. So we've got the, well, yeah, we are starting, the soft tyres are definitely getting, they're heating up quicker than the hard tyres, I think. But we're still, you know, that's a lap completed and we're still not getting them up anywhere near that 70 mark. Don't you know, remember when we came out the pits, we were actually losing temperature on the tyres as well, so. Gradually, as we obviously come through the middle sector with a bit more corners and obviously a track that's very much got more left-hand corners than right-hand corners, we're starting to get the right-hand tyres up to temperature, but we're still struggling overall. Having made a pit stop, put the fresh tyres on, we're definitely still struggling to get these tyres up to that, towards that 70-degree marker. As I said, I've maybe not picked the best track here, to be fair. Maybe not picked the best track. But still, interesting information all the same. Okay, let's come out of this. Let's see if we fire the tyre multiplier on. If we can, the tyre multiplier corresponds to heating the tyres up as well. So let's go a bit nuclear. Let's go times 8. That's quite high for soft tyres. Just change that there. Yeah, we should still have soft tyres on. Let's just double check. We do. Enter. Go to track. Can't speak. We'll just quickly complete this lap. We'll come into the pits at the end of it. And see if this tyre multiplier makes any difference to keeping the heat in the tyres or getting the tyres heated up. So I think there, it's hard to tell, but he's holding temperature a little bit better now compared to when we did it with the ×1 multiplier. They definitely feel more grippy initially, you know, they do. let's go on. Fresh set of soft tyres. Jeez, look at the wear on them. Right. So what we're looking to see here is, can we get these tyres heated up within a couple of laps? It doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like the tyre multiplier makes any difference to heat the tyres up. Now, I think that's pretty much the same as when we were running the tyre multiplier at ×1, so I don't think this multiplier makes any difference to getting the tyres heated up. Probably a good thing, to be fair. I'd probably prefer it that way. So yeah, we've done a lap there. That's pretty much the same temperatures as we had when we crossed the line after the first lap. With the tyre weight at ×1. And now with it ×8, it's just exactly the same numbers we're getting hit with. So the tyre multiplier, it's only a brief test, but I'm pretty confident in saying that the tyre multiplier makes no difference to getting the tyres heated up. Now what I want to go and do now is I want to go and test this in an actual Daily Race C race conditions. So there's 11 minutes till the 12 o'clock Daily Race C. We're going to go and enter into that in the Supra, and there's a couple of things I want to test in actual live conditions, so I'll be back when we're in Daily Race C. So this is quite interesting, folks. I'm in qualifying for Daily Race C, and obviously I've still got the tyre temperature thing running, and when you start time trial, the tyres are at 60 degrees, not 70 degrees. So when you start time trial, your tyres are not in the optimal window. So here we are, we've just completed 2 full laps of time trial, and that's what it's taken to get the tyres up to temperature. So my advice to you, you can see we're going quicker and quicker and quicker here on the Delta. So my advice to you, if you're starting to do time trials, you know, the sport mode time trial as well, then don't keep restarting. It's going to take you 2 laps to get the tyres up to temperature. And every time you restart, you're probably just wasting 2 laps to get the tyres back up. So if you crash, just, you know, carry on. And so here we are in the race then, folks. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to go out for the warm-up. I'm just interested at what point it actually registers the start of the tyres, and what temperature will the tyres be when we go into the race. Are they going to be 60 degrees or are they going to be 70 degrees now? In an online lobby, when you leave the pits, they are 70 degrees. Now they're sitting at 59 at the moment. 59 at the moment, but what will they be once we kind of get into the car? This could be quite interesting. And then when we make a pit stop, what temperature are the tyres going to be when we leave the pits? So looks like, I don't think it's registered them yet. I'm not 100% sure whether those numbers are what the tyres are at, but so there we go. So we start in actual sport mode, the tyres are 10 degrees cooler. Interesting. I think Doubtinator actually said that in one of his videos as well. So we're down to 58 degrees now. 57 before we actually get underway. Remember, so you definitely start with cold tyres, folks. Definitely start with cold tyres. Because remember, you want the tyres up at around about 70. Unfortunately, that's Supra. He's out the queue. I mean, we may get a penalty for that. That was nowhere near. We've done quite well out of that, haven't we? I'm not sure what happened. It was a bit of a very strange one. So here we are going to come into the pits now, folks. Now we started with the tyres at 60 degrees. It took us 2 laps to get them up into the 70s. We'll try and undercut this driver then. Now the traffic's looking a bit dodgy here, so softs on. So yeah, it took us 2 laps to get the medium tyres up to temperature there. Started the race at about, I think they were actually down to 57 by the time we actually got underway. It took us 2 full laps to get them up to 70. So here we go, as we come out the pits here. So out the pits on the soft tyres and we're down to 60 degrees. So as you can see, we do have to get the tyres warmed up again. Let's see how long it takes to get the soft tyres warmed up. Dan right in our tail. I wonder if Damien's already pitted. An undercut as well. I've done a really early pit stop. So if you are coming out the pits and thinking you've got less grip on the soft tyres than your mediums you've just came off with, then you are probably right, because I would say probably for the first lap you've not quite got the same grip as those up to temperature mediums. Or certainly feels quite similar. Dan went for a bit of an ambitious move there, didn't he? So they're into the pits. And that's why the undercut's not quite as powerful at the moment. So Dan kind of, if he hadn't went for that move, he might have got the undercut done, but because he went for that move, compromised us quite badly. Whoa, I thought I was in the wall there, so there we'll see. Yaya is going to struggle with tyre temperature for this lap. That's why we managed to close right up on him. We're up at 65 now. nearly car, nearly had me. It's cost me a position. That is faster than me though. It's a fast driver. I don't think we can put yeah under some pressure. Super easy through there, didn't I? That's our tyres. Our tyres are fully up to temperature now. It's taken a good bit though, hasn't it? It's taken a good bit of running to get these tyres where they need to be. And I wonder if it's different between different cars. I wonder if some cars heat the tyres up quicker than others, or... So let's just try and be in position to capitalise on these two fighting. Dan's a lucky boy. He very nearly died there. Not enjoying those tyres. Give us a wiggle, Dan, give us a wiggle. Nice race, mate, nice race. Temperatures of the tyres actually quite high there when we finished the race, up at 74 and 76, so maybe that's something. As the tyres wear, do they start to overheat a little bit? Because that's they're quite high temperatures now. Further testing may be required for that. Not a bad wee race though, but in conclusion folks, tyre temperature. You start the race at 60 degrees. It takes you a couple of laps to get the tyres up to temperature. Even in time trial, you'll start at 60, so if you're time trialling, discount the first couple of laps, just use them to get in the groove, get into the flow of the track, because it will take those 2 laps to get your tyres up into the operating window, the optimal operating window. So don't go restarting time trial all the time as you're looking to get the best lap. And again, once you come into pits, the reason you're kind of feeling the tyres being a little bit less grippy, maybe even in your mediums you've just come off of, is because again you're back to 60 degrees, again you've got to try and build that temperature back up in them. So yeah, there's definitely, hopefully, being able to see from this that there's definitely an impact on tyre temperature, and there's definitely an effect on the way they perform in the race. But I'm going to leave the video there. Hopefully you've found the video entertaining, useful in some way, shape or form. If you have, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one. See you, bye now.